Yeah, so something you can do with names. I'm going to give you a good example here. A lot of you like that Kanye. Okay, and that Kanye is actually red cane. Just so you know. There's many ways to get to cane with the candy. Kane, Cane, Caine, Kanye, all for cane, for the beast. You need to understand, a lot of these people who pick these names, their names are actually picked for a purpose in the script. I've shown you about NEROS Circus. Yes, and see, this is where the script comes into play as it has been rewritten. They rewrite the script. Yeah, and then you got that Megan. It's me snag. Me snag. Okay, put the names together. Understand there is a script being written that most people are not going to understand. Just like Oprah Winfrey. Okay, the OP, key for Ra's house. That is a code. That is a code, you guys, for the Rabbit Alpha. Oprah needed a new mansion in Hawaii. That's why they blew that shit up. Likewise, she has her own network, and so do I. I have my own network. Here I am on my own network that I created as a god dog in the game, and I will play on my talk show with my host. I am the host, you guys, and I am the predator. Yes. There are so many name plays that you must understand why the people on the silver screen get on there to play the characters and the roles that they are playing for the Grand Codex. It's mostly to keep your asses asleep in plain sight. Yes, because as long as you are looking for others to control and steer your life in a direction, then you are not the head operator. You must become the head operator of the House of Electric right here in your brain and write your own freaking scripts as the doctor. You don't even need a doctor. You're the healer now. Yes, become the healer. There is so much you can accomplish here in the flesh, friend. Yeah, and then you have the Rock, and then you got Black Jack. Go check out all the Batman movies. There's so much Codex in there. Jack is in purple in that one, and he is the Joker. Of course, you already know I've hit on Batman and the Bateman for the man in the beta world. Of course, for all those piggies who love pigskin, let's talk about the Super Bowl and the superb owl. All can be found on your Tell a Vision. It will tell you a vision. Yes, your scrying mirror will tell you a vision. Will you recreate the vision, friend? Will you take the 2D into the 3D? What are you most attracted to on that silver screen? Yeah, and some of your rappers, you got that Juicy J. So juicy. Number 10. Tupac for the Pac-Man in the beta world. M&M. Zodiac information. MIB 1 and MIB 2 for your Men in Black, and you will find your Men in Black also in the Matrix, friend. Yes, Mr. Smith is walking all around. He's smithing it up and creating all kinds of chaos. Yeah, so I mentioned just a couple of names. There's a lot more I can mention. Not because I'm wanting to use these names to boost my views or anything like that. I really don't care about these people, but I want you to see how the scripts are written. Yes, I want you to know how they access the bond, and then they get their character name, and then they go on the silver screen and play. Yes, and it's all a part of the NEROS Circus. There's lots to be said about Rome and how Rome connected with Egypt. Your movie Cleopatra will show you this. Likewise, Rome also connected with the Jerusalem. Yes, there is information even in those words, friend. Then when you get into your highway system, I've been showing you the high dice. The high dice works with the highway for the highwayman. Oh, yeah. And then you get into your country names. I mean, you will get to see the true large construction when you start understanding the words within words. The sword play. Yes, play swords with the names because that is what is going on. This is also why you have swordfish. Yes, and the swordfish play with the garfish in the garden. The Garfish for Simon and Garfunkel. The Funkle and the Runkle Stillskin. The Rumpelstiltskin. Ramble, ramble, rumble, rumble. We got the Pink Floyd. Pink. Hello. AC/DC. Hello. Kiss. Hello. I've touched on lots of these names for my high dice guy. Yeah, and then you got your Family Guy with that Peter. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Yeah, and then you got your black-eyed peas. What's with that black eye there, or those black eyes? There's some information in that, too. There's literally information all in the open, friend. And once you start piecing all this shit together, the spirit heaven information technology, you're going to see the grand image. Yes, the grand construction. This is what I am hitting on. I am hitting on the grand construction to show you how to read between the lines. Yes, how to read between the lines, how to take your letters and roll them together for the spells. Yes, and notice how they don't teach cursive, and then your Declaration of Independence is in cursive. How are these children going to read that crap, you guys? If they take away the ability to read cursive. I mean, it's kind of up to the parents to teach it at that point, correct? Yeah, notice how when I say cursive, it kind of has the word curse in it. Which at the same time, I've shown you about the curse being the cures, because we must use our text flip. Yes, we must use our text flip abilities as the dolphins, as the flippers. We must awaken in slumberland. And just so you know, a Stein has to do with a looking glass. Yeah, and there was a major Epstein in the media. Yes, and it gave you a really good look at what's really going on. Hope everybody saw that. Yeah, that should have gave you a really good wake-up call during that video for 2020 vision in 2019-20 COVID-19 AI. Please learn to read the writing on the walls. I have helped so many times. You can take all of these names and plug them into numbers. Yes, and you can see the numbers. See the numbers, friend, because they put the beast in all that crap. Oh, yeah, they put it everywhere. It's plastered all over the street. Just drive up and down your main street or go down the Broadway. I had a dream, you guys. I had a dream in Slumberland, and then I woke up and I wasn't dreaming anymore. I was in live action. I'm kind of like a toy soldier that way. Did you know the word soldier means sold soul? Yeah, why don't you go look up some of these words and what these words mean in the Black's Law Dictionary. Oh, I could go on and on. I think I will. I think I'll create another video.